I'm Anders Sandberg. I'm a researcher at the Institute for Future Studies in Stockholm and previously at the Future of Humanity Institute in Oxford. Part of my research is about the ethics of human enhancement. Enhancement is often expressed as taking some human capacity and make it larger, more powerful, performing a function we already have to a superhuman capacity. And many people find that both very practical or very promising or very threatening. But I think there is more angles to this question than that, because there might be capacity we don't have at all that we might want to get. We might want extensions. That might be the ability to sense magnetic fields or listening in to Wi-Fi signals or to really change our biology. I think also we might extend ourselves out in the external environment. Clark and Chalmers argued that if you have a notebook and much of your memory resides in the notebook, that notebook should be regarded as your part of your mind. In that case, of course, our phones and computers are already an extension of our mind, and much of our sense of self might actually exist in form of an exoself, some of which is not under our own control. Might be controlled by corporations or editors of Wikipedia that are editing the things we believe that we know. So this raises many interesting ethical questions. One of the classic ones is, well, enhancement and medicine, there should be some border, and medicine is acceptable but enhancement is not. And as many of us in the panel have been arguing, that's not true. There is a big fuzzy shade there. And medicine is not necessarily ethical, and enhancement is not necessarily unethical. You need to argue about the particular things that are being done. Similarly, extensions raise slightly different problems than enhancement. It's easier to figure out whether an enhancement has a right risk-benefit calculus. But if I extend myself by changing myself into something different, that might make sense to me and only me. It's highly subjective. I think my guiding ethical principle is morphological freedom. I argue that we have a fundamental right, just like the right to freedom of expression and the freedom of action and the right to our bodies, that we have a right to modify our bodies or say, no, thank you, I don't want to change my body. I think this is a very central right in a world where bodies increasingly can be modified, where minds increasingly are getting pressurized to change. We need to acknowledge that right, figure out what institutions and ethical principles can help us do that in the future.